Welcome to The Relevance of Now with William Linville. My name is Michael Connell. Today, William's going to address the concept that you are the love that you are seeking. And when you listen to this podcast and all of William's podcasts, he wants you to know it's an opportunity for you to try them out, to experience them. Don't just take it as a mental understanding, but actually feel and embody what William's sharing today and other times as you're looking to put your attention on the relevance of now and the relevance of you and be your true presence. Hey, William.
Hey, Michael, how are you, my good friend?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. Having a lot of lightness, which feels really awesome.
Awesome. Are you having a lot of fun, though?
Yes, and that's a whole new podcast. The exploration of what gives you joy, what truly gives you joy beyond old thought patterns.
And also what brings you the most happiness, the most love, and the most playfulness. Because remember, we're here to adventure, we're here to experience, we're here to explore. But when it all comes to it, it comes back to how much joy, how much fun, how much lightheartedness are you able to enjoy and take into yourself, but also expressing through yourself. No longer the pretenses of the mental, emotional, pain is bad, comfort is good, the point of life is to be undisturbed, more about, although my body may be an adult, it may be an adolescent, it may be an infant, it may be whatever it may be, senior, whatever, but it's one of those things that we ask ourselves, how much fun am I really having and why am I not? Because we go beyond the thought behavioral mannerisms, we go beyond all of the taught behavioral mannerisms as well as thought behavioral mannerisms to really look at what truly is, which brings us back to the relevance of now, of what we're doing, when we're doing, and where we feel lack within ourselves rather than what we enjoy as ourselves. Because from the lack component, it leads you to perceiving and believing that you are not healthy, whole, and complete within yourself. But then you open up, you emanate, you accelerate, and you start to see that I am healthy, whole, and complete within myself, that I also need of nothing, I need of no one, that I am that love, I am that light beingness that is so enriching that I need not play it off another, I need not bounce it off another, I need more so to feel it, to see it, to experience it, and explore with it within and throughout my own healthy, whole, and completeness as creator advancing and creator emanating through the physical incarnational level to where I don't need this, I don't need a great job, I don't need a not great job, I don't need abundance of money, I don't need another's approval, I don't need another's projection of happiness, that you have it all within you, my good friend. Because when you really step up, you really look at it, the only thing we can really control is our actions and reactions. Now, what would it be like for a moment if we no longer had any sort of reaction to anyone or anything? Because remember, they're still creator incarnate as well. But what is it like when we have no reaction towards another's actions, words or deeds, reactions, and so forth and so forth? What is it like when we can just really be in a state of flow, letting everyone be who they perceive themselves to be, what they think they may be, whether they are or not, it's not important in your world or your eyes. It's just letting everything be what it is.
I'm tuning into that and have been playing with doing that. So, for example, like at the end of the day, in the past, I might just be in like a default mode of just tuning down, like settling down. But what I've learned is that settling down was just waiting for things to come at me.
Exactly.
And then I would react unconsciously. it wasn't active. And when I play with you and I on Friday in my private appointment with you, contributed to facilitating an exercise where I was embodying what you're talking about here, which instead of the lack or unworthiness, I was embodying the how worthy or how loving I am. And I was truly embodying it. And I shared with you how much I really had a unique experience in feeling that all the way up and down my spine. And since then, it's really been it's been embodied in the sense that I can tune into that and feel that. And as soon as I feel that, my whole energy rises to be more of a just an expression of the now, my true self.
Yeah, and your creator facet, you as a creator facet, expressing and emanating through Carnate. So let's take it a step further, Mr. Michael. Let's all take a breath. Let's all honor and acknowledge every footstep your body takes. If you look at it dimensionally, you'll see that every footstep is a step of light. It goes back to that metaphor, footprints in the sand. But this time, rather than Sananda picking you up, what about we pick up Sananda? We go from 2 footsteps to 1 set of footsteps. But within yourself, what is it like to know within yourself that every step you take, you're leaving an incremental imprint of light? So we take 1 step, there's a footstep of light, another step, footstep of light, footstep of light. And then where we go beyond that to connecting the different grid systems in a body on a planet through your body on this planet, to where now we're taking, where maybe we're running, maybe we're walking, maybe we're hopping on an aeroplane, but to really honor yourself for a moment that, yeah, you are connecting grid systems, because even on a plane, you still have that light beingness within yourself. So therefore, you're connecting grid systems from every state, every province, every country, every culture, color, and creed in which your body is crossing, because you're using it as an instrument. You're using it as a conduit that lights up, brightens up, and creating all these different bridges of light to raise the consciousness above and within and through whatever your destination may be. Now, if you ask me, that's a whole lot of worthiness, because it's where you feel the implementation and the imprintation of what you're really truly creating through the body on this planet.
And I was just reflecting on how what we've been talking about as far as being the light beingness of your footsteps, or me experiencing the love that I am. What I feel like I'm experiencing is once I just feel this love and this worthiness, really what I feel like I could replace those words, I'm just tuning into myself.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that ties to the topic of that we are the love that we're seeking.
Because right there, as you are that love, just bring your consciousness right through your heart. Let's really just let your heart fill up and fill up and fill up. Higher levels, greater levels, manifest levels, take command. Awaken me forth to fully incarnate within me, to speak to me, steer me, and journey me. Take command of my soul, my life, my work, my wealth, my mind, my body, and my world. Just to right here, right now, in the relevance of the now, let's just watch and feel what begins to arise within yourself and your body principle. And the part I really want you to see is how you need of no thing, you need of no one, You're not looking for your polar opposite. You're not looking for your twin flame. You're not looking for your divine complement. You're not even looking for your marriage of the heart. Right now, just feel within ourselves your personal, specific, healthy, whole, and completeness within yourself and as yourself. So we're right here, right now, with the eyes closed, focus towards the third eye for a moment. I can totally feel your healthy, whole, and completeness. You're not male, you're not female, just your healthy, whole, and completeness right now. Which many get confused by spirituality equals sexuality, tantra, yoga, blah, blah, blah. Let's go ahead and skip all that because that has nothing to do with yourself. That has to do with the implementation of trying to take yourself and project onto another. Let's just bring it right back to your heart, where you feel that healthy, whole, and completeness, where we're no longer being ran by the lower chakra level vortexes, the solar plexus, your greater chakra vortex, and your, even just it kind of says it all, right? Your greater chakra level vortex, which has nothing to do with sexuality. I'm not pro, I'm not con sexuality. But the part that makes it kind of difficult is when you're looking for another reaction from another and another to come in to fill that void within yourself. And that's where we get back to divine complements, twin flames, where you're looking at your male side or your female side outside of you. You're looking at another soul journeyer that you traveled with prior, but yet still outside of you. Right now, let's just cut to the chase, right back into your healthy, whole, and completeness. Embodied, integrated, radiating, emanating, and permeating just right here, right now. Cleared and purified. Within your wholeness, within your vibrancy, within your radiance. We're together. We want of nothing, we need of nothing. Because wanting is you're taught to want and so forth and so forth. Well, wanting is still coming from a place of lack, that you're not healthy, whole, and complete within yourself. So let's just take a breath. Let's just feel that wanting, those desires. Let's just fill it up with yourself right now. Coming right into your healthy, whole, and completeness. As if right here, right now, as we close our eyes, focus them towards the third eye, as if nothing outside of ourself exists. And where we can be here as here, we could be right here, right now, wide awake, fully alert. We're no longer operating from the carnal levels of, are you going to be my match? Are you going to be my match? Well, right now, we've definitely totally superseded it. Now let's welcome in our male and female energy. The body came with both, but as you know, at least I hope you know, both of those, male or female, are totally polarized. Let's go ahead and welcome it in. But now let's honor, let's let them swirl together. They are what they are. But now let's let you come right through the middle of it to where your body has plumbing, others' body has plumbing. Let's not even be polarized or split off by the male or female chromosomes. Let's really just be within yourself, as yourself, for yourself. That healthy, whole, and completeness, which is once again your natural birthright. And it's so beautiful because now we're skipping all they call it heartache, heartbreak, blah, 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 but it's not heartache and heartbreak. It's ego emotional attributes that get hurt when another doesn't fit right into that glove of your wantings and your desires. Right now, we're skipping the other glove. We're opening up, we're emanating, we're amplifying. Let's just really feel within ourselves and through ourselves that light beingness, that creator consciousness, that benevolence. But once again, most importantly, that wholeness within and through yourself. Namaste. How was that, Mr. Michael?
Divine, William, really, really amazing. And is what we're feeling after you're guiding us through ourselves, is that the love that we're seeking? Are we feeling right now the love that we're seeking?
Yes. Until you reach a point of no longer seeking it and letting yourself have it. Because it's been there all along. Now, let's take it down a notch to where, okay, I see my male, I see my female, I see XYZ, I see everything that goes with the fairy tale books. But right now, how do you really feel about it? I'm not asking anyone to become celibate, because I don't think there was a misprint in the Bible. It was meant celebrate. So from here, where we're not looking for any lack to fulfill through another, but now we get beyond making love, blah, 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 into expressing love with another. Same gender, different gender, whatever calls to you personally. But we were in a state of expressing love from your healthy whole and completeness without judgment. We're not projecting onto another how they have to be to fit into your comfort zone. We're superseding all the top belief systems, top behavioral mannerisms of what even a comfort zone means in the first place, which goes back to pain is bad, comfort is good, the point of life is undisturbed, and did I do the right thing? Those are all the tormentors of the mind. But what about when we can really see another that adds to your life, not feeling a void for you? Because that's why you watch everything playing out, divorce ratios on and on, is that it's so simple. It's that, okay, you're not playing the way I think you should play, so I'm out of here. I'm getting a divorce. Or vice versa. You're not playing the part I think you should play, so, okay, we're getting a divorce. It's just a lot of unruly children from the age of like 6th grade to 12th grade, per se. From anywhere from 12 to 16, 17. And that's on a good day. More factual, it's around 4, 5, and 6 years old, sometimes 3, from an emotional age to capacity when it comes to the ability to relate to another, which is what the whole definition of relationship really is, your ability to relate. Now, without putting any boxes, without putting any filters, without putting any barriers, without putting any conditions, why don't we welcome in the beloved of our heart? Not because we're lacking, not because there's a void, but it's because when you welcome in another heart to heart, it raises both of your vibratory levels, even when you're expressing love through the physical, which I want to highlight, expressing love, where there's no me, me, me. It's not a satisfy me. It's not a do this, do that because I want this or that or the other. No, that's all going back to all of the carnal levels. But how best can I bring forth the pleasure and have the dear one in front of me feel the pleasure in which I wish for them with ease and grace? That's an expression of love, not all the carnal level stuff.
Right.
About the me, me, me stuff. Because many go into the bedroom thinking it's all about me. How am I going to be pleased? It's all about me, blah, blah, blah. I want, I want, I want. Well, let's take the I out of it. How best can we literally express love to the dear one that's in front of us?
Yeah, that's such a beautiful distinction of being the love that we are, and when it presents or if it presents, to celebrate it and express it with another.
And how beautiful it is how we're right here, right now. in this state of having no lack.
Mm.
So we're not looking for a divine feminine or masculine riding a tricycle in lingerie. We don't have all of those underneath carnal level desires. It's more the true expression of love. Just because we can, just because it's who you are. I've worked with many couples where I've had them, before they even go there, copulating and on and on and on, is to put their hand on each other's heart. But truly, thoroughly connect with their heart. Now it's not an act. Now it's not from funny videos. Now it's not from what you were taught. It truly is heart to heart, where you're coming from a whole place, a full place. And so are they. Where we're skipping all the roles to play for each other.
Right.
Because where love is present, there is no roles to take on.
And when it comes to moving beyond these beliefs and barriers that are there for us for being the love that we are, I was sharing about you were assisting me to embody the love that I am beyond lots of perceived unworthiness and judgments about myself. How else would you share with listeners to assist themselves in this transition to the love that they are?
By repeating to yourself, I am healthy, whole, and complete within my own right. I and my creator are one. I and my beloved are one. That I need no thing of no one, nowhere, no how. And to really sit with that for a moment. Many go into, I need money to survive. Okay, well, fair enough. But let's take a breath for a moment. Let's just ask ourselves, self, am I here to survive or am I here to live? Where, well, I got to do this, do that, be that because I'm afraid of being fired. Okay, great. If I was fired, universally speaking and literally speaking, wouldn't that make room for just something new to come in to your live stream? Yeah, but what if I don't study? What if I don't blah, blah, blah? Well, okay. So what's the best thing and the worst thing to happen? Let's take the best thing and then the worst thing, put them side by side. Let's always remember that you belong in the middle.
Right.
Studying is studying. We're not trying to take on new programs. We're seeing what truly is, where now we can actually read a book. We can actually study a book, if you will. But now we're not buying into another's ideal of creation. We're listening to what they're having to share. But then we also, within ourselves, we take in our own understanding of what's being shared, but then we take it beyond what's being shared into furthermost embodiment of how best can I assist and support from a whole place. If you get an A, great. If you get an F, great. But what does that really mean?
Right.
You failed to memorize another dear one's words? Whatever happened to you within your optimum health and well-being, healthy, whole, and completeness, this is okay. This is how I see it, which is more important. That's part of evolution of how you see it, which emanates through yourself, your body, your world, your creator consciousness that is always, always going to have you land on top because you're no longer a sheeple, just following orders through your healthy, whole, and completeness.
You're mentioning sitting with things and embodying is the only time we really truly embody something is being in the relevance of now.
Totally. But right here, right now, it's interesting, right? The mental, emotional, egoic structure tries to take you into tomorrow. and the next day and the next day, trying to protect you from what has been. It takes you to the right, it takes you to the left. But that's not you. That's the mental, emotional, egoic structure. Whatever happened to right here, right now, where all is well.
And all is well. Thank you, William. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is The Relevance of Now with William Linville. Please click subscribe. Namaste.
We love you. We honor you. Namaste.